Surgery without pain, a concept that seems almost too basic to have once been a dream. But before the mid-1800s, this was not the reality for most people. In ancient times, civilizations from Mesopotamia to Egypt used herbal remedies to dull the pain of surgery. The Sumerians, for example, cultivated the opium poppy as early as 4000 BCE for its pain-killing properties. Other cultures used plants like mandrake and henbane, as well as alcohol, to help induce a stupor-like state during procedures. Surgeons also employed physical methods to alleviate pain. One of the most common was carotid compression, a technique used by the Assyrians and Egyptians where they would pinch the carotid artery in the neck, just below the ear, to cut off blood flow to the brain. This would render the patient unconscious for a short time, just enough time to perform a quick procedure like circumcision. In the 18th century, a new approach emerged, one based on the idea of hypnosis or mesmerism, popularized by the German physician Franz Anton Mesmer. Mesmer believed that a patient could be placed in a trance-like state, a form of sleep, which would make them insensitive to pain. But the true revolution in anesthesia came in the 19th century with the discovery and application of inhaled gases. The first of these was nitrous oxide, or laughing gas, which was first synthesized by the English chemist Humphrey Davy in 1799. The next breakthrough came with ether. While it had been synthesized as early as 1540 by the German polymath Valerius Cordus, its anesthetic properties were not recognized until much later. In the early 1800s, ether was used recreationally, and parties featuring its use were known as ether frolics. It was during this time that several individuals, including Crawford W. Long, a physician from rural Georgia, discovered its anesthetic properties. The first public demonstration of anesthesia using ether was performed on October 16, 1846, by William T. G. Morton, a dentist from Boston. This event, now known as Ether Day, marked the beginning of the modern era of surgery. Within a year, Scottish obstetrician James Young Simpson began using chloroform, which was considered to be a more reliable and safer alternative to ether. Chloroform became very popular after Queen Victoria gave birth to her 8th child in 1853. While under the influence of chloroform, anesthesia soon became the standard for surgery. Intravenous anesthetics. In the early 20th century, the first intravenous anesthetics were introduced, allowing for a more controlled induction of anesthesia.